Whisper it quietly. I think we're going to win the league. Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of this Ipswich Town FM22 playthrough. We've played a chunk of games since we last met for the Arsenal and Wimbledon games. Let's run you through them now. But before we do that then, be sure to drop a like on the video if you're enjoying the series so far, subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments down below how you're getting on with your first main save. So after we survived that late scare against AFC Wimbledon, we followed that up with a 1-0 victory over local rivals Colchester in the Papa John's Trophy. As you can see then, we gave a few people that wouldn't normally play some minutes. Evans and Carroll coming in, Coulson playing left back, Fagan Wilcott getting some minutes, Burgess at centre half with him, Christian Walton in goal. Piggott remained up top with Chaplin and Bond because of the injury to Louis Barry, but I want to keep Bond and Chaplin in form in particular. Them two that link up for the goal. Down the right-hand side then, Vince Young and Evans link up, Bond's at the back post, headers off the bar and Chaplin's there to tap in. Quite a quiet game, truth be told, but we dominated again, XG, dominated the ball. We've really taken to this tactic well and it's been very impressive so far. After Colchester then faced off against Bolton, 2-1 victory, Chaplin again at the double. Back came in Ladkey, Wolfenden, Cresswell, Penny, the two central midfielders. We actually played Burns in this one because Piggott picked up a knock himself, so we just moved Bond into the advance forward. Again, dominated the game throughout, just 0.33 for Bolton. Again, lots of shots off, lots of shots on target, creating really good chances. Not as much possession in this one, but again, a really good performance. Bolton actually took the lead in this one, 10 minutes in. Some good work down that left channel, great ball in, Kachunga first time, really good finish, no stopping that. Took him to the 56th minute before we got ourselves on level terms. Penny, who's been incredible, Chaplin, who's not good in the air, scoring a really good header. Headers are a touch broken, I think. Right-hand side now, Harper and Fraser in each other's pocket. Penny into Chaplin, it's blocked, and then he just fires that half volley in. Ridiculous finish to win the game for us. We then dropped our first points of the season, a 1-1 draw against Wickham. We actually scored in the very last kick of the game, Macaulay Bond, to actually salvage a point. Liam Delap gave Wickham Wanderers the lead, a guy that I have now scouted and added to the shortlist as a player that we might be able to get on loan maybe next year, just going forward. In case you're looking at this thinking, this doesn't look like the normal Football Manager. We've added a skin. Zealand's teamed up with FM Enhanced to create their own skin, which I've added and given it a trial out. I like a lot of what they've done. I think it adds a lot more to this page. And when you look at your own player, it certainly, you can see a lot more sort of where you are. I think it just enhances a lot of things without changing too much. Tactically, everyone gets some more distinct colours. You know who's playing where and what sort of positions they're in. Just some good little additions. I'll drop a link in the description for anybody interested. Bit of a closer game again than Wickham. 1.1 XG is slightly lower than what we've been running. 0.74 is a lot higher than we've been giving away in recent games. As mentioned then, Wickham took the lead through Liam Delap. We never get near the right back, Grimmer here. Gets a really good cross over and Delap's there to tap home. As the game was fizzling out and I thought we were going to suffer our first defeat, we actually nicked the ball back well. Evans, Aluko was off the bench, plays in Bond, who first time left foot bottom corner, keeper caught in no man's land, salvages the points for us on the road. Followed up that Wickham game with a really strong showing away at Lincoln. All three strikers involved in some way in goals. Louis Barry, who might be the best striker in League One at the minute. Bond got a couple then, Chaplin and Penny with an assist. Louis Barry scored. Wes Burns then wrapped things up in the 92nd minute from a Louis Barry assist. That is horrible in the way here on the left. Anyway, Penny throws it to Chaplin. Ball at the back post. Macaulay Bond's there. 3 minutes in. Great start. 15 minutes then. Fraser finds Penny. Penny just had the whole of the side all game. Fires it again to Bond. Silly header. Since a theme with all the goals we seem to score. And just everyone scoring in Football Manager, I think. Bond then turned provider for Barry, who scored. I forgot about this header. Just going to run that one back for you. Remember what I was saying about headers being a bit overpowered. Macaulay Bond then loops one in and Barry backwards headers it and loops at the goalie. I mean, that's just silly, isn't it, really? Final knockings of the game, then Barry slips in Wes Burns, one touch, bang, finish. 4-0. Really good showing. Sheffield Wednesday. This one hurts. I actually put this one on Twitter, just the match stats. Again, link in the description. Follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with everything going on. Twitch, YouTube, most FM stuff I do, offline saves. We lost this game 3-2. 0.27 XG for Sheffield Wednesday. 3 shots on target. 3-2 defeat. Wing then, really good free kick. Can't have too many grumbles about that. It was just really well taken. We then break in numbers. Chaplin didn't know where he was going to find that pass. Louis Barry makes a very weird run, but he gets on the end of it, fires home. We then took the lead, 40 minutes. Fraser, Morsey, back to him. Great header, Macaulay Bonne. We were on top throughout this whole game. Set piece, then Barry Bannon back post. Who the hell is marking him? Iorfa's just there. Really frustrating. And then their winner, Barry Bannon, again involved. Gregory, headers. I mean, what more can I say? That's just ridiculous. And that was our first defeat of the season. A really, really tough one to take. Some silly goals scored by them. Since then, as you can see, 4 wins in a row. Back on top again. 3-1 over Doncaster. 2 goals from centre-half Wolfenden. You'll receive a total of 0 points if you guess where Wolfenden scored from. And Scott Fraser getting on the score sheet. Shock, it's a corner. Penny, Wolfenden, bang, 1-0. Oh my god, it's the same goal, just at the other end. Considering Football Manager said they were going to address this in the beta, they really haven't. Louis Barry then charged forward, 74 minutes on the clock, completely unmarked Fraser. We had 2 men lining up at the back post then. Before Doncaster got their consolation in the 78th, 79th minute. Some good work on the edge. Great finish, through a load of bodies. Just keeper didn't see it, I don't think. Another typically dominant display from us, really good. Everyone's performing really well. Morsey in that role, I don't know why. Maybe it's because we didn't have as much possession in this one, but he plays well and I'm absolutely happy with him, but his rating just doesn't suggest it. A bit like how the deep line playmaker worked last year. If he wasn't involved, his rating just got butchered. After that big win over Doncaster, we followed that up with a 4-1 victory over Accrington. Louis Barry at the double, Macaulay Bonne, Fagan Wilcott getting a run out and getting a goal himself. Wolfenden then, I believe it's him that finds Louis Barry with a great ball. First time finish, he is so good. Like, Louis Barry is incredible. 14 minutes then. Just complete control, keepers in no man's land. Bond gets there ahead of him, fires into the corner. We intercept well, we break well, we just commit so many bodies. Barry in again, fires home. Been in insane form for us since coming back from that injury in the last episode. Accrington then get themselves a goal back, butchering all sorts of space. Fires in. Easy as you like, but we were in cruise control at that point, I think. Finally, then Fagan Wilcott getting his first goal for the club, back post this time, mixing up them corner routines. That's what we set him up for. Round off a really dominant display, 2.51 XG. Really good. Again, you can see there, look, a bit more possession. Sam Morsey doesn't have such a bad rating, but still the only one performing under a 7, other than the goalie lad. 1-0 win over Gillingham in the Papa John's Trophy. Who cares? Actually went to a 4-2-3-1 for this one. Gave people like Edwards a run out, Tom Carroll. Neither of them did very well. Coulson, Fagan Wilcott, Burns filled in at right back just because I didn't have another option. Sonny Aluko in the hole actually played really well. Sonny Aluko's actually been pretty good off the bench. Didn't do too badly in the shape. Lee Evans ball over the top. Macaulay Bonne 1-touch finish. Not a good finish. Questionable goalkeeping. That's all that happened in the game. Got our 3 points and moved on. Good XG again. Dominating well. Didn't have too much of the ball though, which is pretty poor from us, but it's a win nonetheless. Finally, before we get into today's action, a 2-1 win over Cambridge. 89th minute winner from Wes Burns off the bench. Back to our usual 4-3-3. Harper kicked things off then before Wes Houlihan found Masterson to equalise, and then in the final couple of minutes, Wes Burns scoring that winner. Matt Penny then, again, all the space in the world. Apparently nobody tracks a fullback in this year's game. Harper making that late run into the box. That's a nice goal for us to score. I don't mind when it's not a striker scoring a silly header. Houlihan then near post. Masterson just got there ahead of Cresswell. It's a good header. Vincent Young, all sorts of space. Plays a really good ball across here. Keeper doesn't do too well with it, palms it straight to Burns, which again gave us another 3 points. Another deserved win. We're conceding from such little XG a lot, which is very weird. I don't really know what I can do about it. And those 3 points, and as you can see, have us top of the table. Just the one defeat so far, that game against Sheffield Wednesday, who were actually second at the time, which made it more annoying. They then dropped off. We've picked up the form again. We're actually playing Portsmouth today, who are in really good form, 3 points behind, but we've got a great gap already formed. 7 points ahead of third, so early in the season. As mentioned, Portsmouth and Fleetwood then today. If we pick up 6 points here, I think what I'll do is try and get to sort of January time in the league. I want to try and get through this season as quickly as possible if we maintain the current form and look like we are sort of going to hit automatics at a minimum. Now that you're all caught up then, let's get into these games. Ladke's going to start in goal. Cresswell and Wolfenden will be in centre-half. Already formed a good partnership. Penny, who has 8 assists already to his name, has the top assists in the league. Donasian's going to come in at right back because Vincent Young picked up an injury. He's going to be out for a little while now. 2 weeks at least. Morsey in the half-back role. Harper and Fraser, and then the usual 3 up front. Louis Barry, who has 9 goals, 8 in the league, is currently top goal scorer in the league as well. Just 18, I'm hoping we can see some more development this year. We are training him as an advanced forward. We're getting him working on anticipation, decisions off the ball, composure. If he can develop enough this year and scores enough, then we'll definitely be looking to try and bring him back next year on loan. I don't think with a transfer value of that high we'll ever be able to buy him, but definitely somebody I'd like to bring back if we can. One gets us underway then. Away from home, Fratton Park, this could be a really good game. Free kick now, didn't actually cross it in. Harness on the edge, able to turn. Is he going to be able to get the shot off? He might be able to just fire it across. Goes back, this is going to go in. Ronan Curtis gives them a lead 6 minutes in. We're only 13 games of the season and this game is so predictable already. Have a chance to maybe equalise straight away. Penny and Chaplin link up, Fraser in the middle, dinks one to the back post of Bon. Keeper actually saves. Very surprising. The highlight continues and the keeper kicks long. Wolfenden flicks it back to Ladke. That looked questionable. Cresswell, who has been so good for us, bringing that ball out, getting us on the front foot. Does find Bon, but it's cleared away again. Starting deep now, Penny carrying it out. Fraser into Bon. Bon seems to be the outball for us every time. He's got a bit of space down there, and he's found. Waits for the fullback, who does get it in. Chaplin wins it, and it goes over. A couple of chances to score and equalise immediately. Penny now works it short to Fraser. Finds Harper on the edge, who just... this is a mess. Are we going to score from this? Oh, it's not a good goal, is it? Let's just not talk. Oh, it's been disallowed as well. We didn't even see the offside or what was wrong with it, but it's been disallowed. Neat work down the left end. Penny could get another assist. Bonds unmarked, heads it down to Louis Barry. Oh, what a finish. That's what I'm talking about. Louis Barry is an absolute bags. Penny then digs one out. Bond peels off him. No one goes near him. Heads it down. Barry's also unmarked. It's just so good. Back in it. Just again for those interested or those that have noticed, the skin that's added, simulate match button if you want to. Things just look a bit cleaner. A few more panels. You can add a bit more and you even get an analysis tab as well. It's just really nice. Looks a bit nicer. Gives you a few more options than the generic Football Manager skin. Chance towards the end of the half here to get ourselves maybe in the lead. Want to see him Morsey into Harper, who's in the box, could finish. Oh, what a finish on his left foot. 2-1 Ipswich. We've come back into this really strongly since that early goal from Portsmouth. Neat work again. I thought everything was a bit too tight here, but we managed to play out really well. Harper then just turns his man, one touch out of his feet, bang. Half time then 2-1 up. Again, absolutely dominant. I think even if we don't go on to win this game, I'm probably just going to race through this season as quickly as possible. We've settled into the tactic really well. I think we've probably got too good a squad to be in this division as it is, so we're going to try and whiz through this season as quickly as possible. Could get a third early in the second half. Penny, Wolfenden's up. Oh, I'm surprised he's missed. Got to the stage where a corner comes in. I'm genuinely surprised they missed. And now Portsmouth going to have a chance themselves to come forward from the back. We do not pressure him and we let him just play out. Curtis cutting in field. Again, no challenge comes in. Great ball into Harness. Slots home. Really, really poor goal. You just don't see any tackles. It's so simple. Curtis into his forward marquee. Slots in Harness. It's a great pass, but it's just nobody ever engaged the ball there since the centre-half grabbed it from the goal kick. 56 minutes on the clock. Trying to get ahead in this game once again. Cresswell, Penny. I mean, you even see from the opposition's perspective, no one ever goes and engages the ball. There's no tackles. There's no attempt at a challenge. Chaplin now. Great ball through. Barry was fouled in the middle. Bond's going to run in and score. Back in front. Cresswell doing what we've brought him in to do, bringing that ball out from the back. Chaplin, that ball, I mentioned it last episode as well. Chaplin to Bond. Left striker to right striker works so well. Great finish from Bond as well. Hour played, Penny. If we get another, Harper now. Down the line to Wolfenden after a free kick. Dealt with again. That's the weirdest tackle I've ever seen. As if with the one time we actually see a tackle, it's that. Penny now, that's not a good ball. Keeper's going to claim. Let's see what happens in this highlight, but I think we'll freshen things up after it. As Wolfenden heads clear and we don't get on it again, Barry intercepts and plays in Bon, and Bon should be able to get away from these defenders. Can he dig a cross out? He does, and Louis Barry's there. Taps home. Louis Barry, what a boy. With that goal, we are going to make changes. Bond's tired, so we get on Wes Burns. Fraser's also tired. We'll bring on Tom Carroll, change his role around to leave the last sub for the end. From kickoff then, Portsmouth going to bring this back after going 4-2 down. I'd appreciate if they didn't score and we could just actually hold on to this. Certainly looking like two top teams in this division going at it though. Final change then, Penny's going to come off for Coulson. Need him as fresh as possible. Tom Carroll tries to compete for a header, which is not what you want to be seeing. We're just completely camped in their half. They cannot get out. Cresswell, great ball. Barry, oh, he's put it wide. I'm actually shocked he's missed. 2 XG on the day then. 0.6 and we've conceded 2 again. It feels like it's happening more often than not. Curtis now down the left, back to his fullback, who digs out a good cross. And he wins it and puts it wide. Even then, I don't know how we didn't win that header. 4-2 win then. Big, big win in our season. Bond then getting man of the match, 1 goal and assist. He's also in need of a rest, I think. as Fleetwood are 21st, we'll probably rest him in the next one. But that win means we're 6 points ahead of second, 7 points ahead of third. We could run away with this really quick. Here we are then, Fleetwood Town. As mentioned, Wes Burns is going to come in for Bond. Other than that, not going to change too much. Vincent Young's still injured, so we're not going to be able to play him. So don't want to change too much while the team's winning. At home then, 21st place Fleetwood. Let's hope for another 3 points and a bit less of a dramatic win than last time out. Highlight starts from the back then. Ladkey, we're going to look to build from the back as we always do. Wolfenden, Donasian, Harper, Fraser. We work it so well, and then there's just always that fullback option. Always Matt Penny. Digs out an unbelievable cross to Wes Burns. What a goal. We make it look so easy. Can't believe I ever questioned Matt Penny at the start of the season. Chaplin, this ball is incredible. No one goes with the fullback all the time in the world to pick out his cross, and he does such a good job of it. Wes Burns rising back post, 1-0. Take a look in the bottom right hand side of your screen, then you can see just how well we've started. Completely camped in their box apart from our two centre halves, all 11 men behind the ball for them, and they've still not managed to keep us out. We've really clicked early in the season as Penny puts it straight into Cairns' hands. That's annoying. Penny that wins it. We're going to come straight back. Chaplin into Penny. Back to him. Moving out wide. Penny again. Surprised it didn't find Barry. Fraser finds Burns. Chaplin's going to get there far across to Barry. I think he might be offside. He isn't. The line is running backwards. Louis Barry is in the goals again. 2-0. Should all but wrap up this game against a relegation-threatened team. Fraser now. Chaplin ball over. Barry's in again. One touch. Oh, he's taking it wide this time. This across out to Chaplin. This could be anything. This scoreline could be anything if we keep this up. Now things settled down after the opening 30 minutes. Complete control from us, 1.5 XG, just edging the possession, but not a shot from Fleetwood. Nobody's too tired yet. Harper was tiring towards the end of the half. I think I might make a change at half-time for him. I'm going to bring on Lee Evans then. Perfectly fine replacement, both 3-star players. Lee Evans actually unlucky that he misses out a lot of the time, to be honest, but Harper's younger, got that potential. First chance of the half could go Fleetwood's way. They're deep in our half here. Ball in at the back post. Of course we don't jump, and Edmondson heads home. Every team we play are scoring against us from not good chances. Really frustrating. The right back kid doesn't even jump with him. Digs a cross out, just lets him head it down. Edmondson nicks in post, posting in. Keeper sort of jumps all which ways. Low quality shot on target, going in again against us. I don't like what's happening here. Hopefully we win this and it's a chance for us. Donasian all the time in the world. Finds Evans. And hopefully it's going to be us coming forward here. Finds Louis Barry. Third would put it to bed. Keeper saves well. And Chaplin runs off the pitch. Mega. Approaching 70 minutes then. Coulson's going to come on again for Matt Penny. We'll get Chaplin off and we'll give Piggott a run out. We'll just swap him and Louis Barry and put him as a deep line forward. Hopefully we don't let this slip because this would be a really bad time to drop points. 90th minute, this would be a bad time to give the ball away. We've slowed things down, started to control the game in the last sort of 15 minutes. Been no highlights, it's just been us. Coulson now. I beg we don't give this ball away. Can he get the cross in? He does. Piggott should be there, he's not. We hit the post, and that's what I'm going to say about that. There's another highlight before the game ends. Coulson into Barry. That's the worst pass I've ever seen. What is this highlight? Hello, game? What's wrong? It is going to continue from their goal kick. I am really scared. Coulson doesn't win the header. Cresswell nicks in ahead of him. Thank God for him. He is an absolute rock back there. Coulson then finds it down the line to Barry. Maybe this is going to be one last chance for us. Barry digs it across from the byline. I think this is just the end of the game. To being in complete control, thinking this could be a 4, 5, 6, even maybe more type game for us. We're going to run out 2-1 victors. Not the most thrilling of games, but another 3 points. Back to another 5 matches, 1 in a row after our defeat to Sheffield Wednesday. That victory then 6 points clear. 8 points ahead of third now. 8 points ahead of third now, which is Doncaster. That's going to wrap things up for today then. If you have enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Next time out, as mentioned, then we're going to try and get through quite a big chunk of games again. Going to come back with Wigan and Sunderland. 2 big teams in this division. Premier League teams recently. Still feels like they are in my head. We'll come back there then deep into December. Thanks for watching. See you next time.